Singapore Vanders make some.
Welcome back to OCBC Arena for the final game of Day 5 and the final game of the round matches here at the Singlife Nations Cup. We, of course, have Singapore versus Malaysia. I'm Tamara Weatherburn, joined once again by Reena Rajamahan. Reena, it's been a week of world-class netball, and this last matchup promises to deliver before finals begin tomorrow. It's a regional rivalry with finals implications. Kenya are locked in into tomorrow's grand final. For Singapore, a win here secures their spot in the grand final. For Malaysia, it's a chance to shake up the standings and make a statement. They would be moving from third into the second place into that grand final game if they can get the win. Expect sharp shooting, tactical mid-court battles, relentless defense, and a crowd ready to lift their home team. We've seen 4 days of fierce competition, and Day 5's matchups will shape these final standings. So wherever you're watching from, thank you for being a part of this unforgettable week of netball at the 17th Nations Netball Cup.
Boys and girls, welcome to the OCBC Arena. This is the Singlife Nations Cup 2025. The final match on this Friday. Points, places, and pride is at stake as we see Team Malaysia take on your Singapore Vanders. And now I'm about to introduce Team Malaysia. At goal shooter, Siti Maisara. At goal attack, Nur Izarin Aizi. At wing attack, Nur Amisha. At center, Haisha Maisara. At wing defense, captain Nur Shafazliana. At goal defense, Ashwini Kalidas. At goalkeeper, Nuriz Shazlin. Their substitutes, Adaila Jasmine, Fariza Muhammad Fauzi, Fatin Najihat Rahmad, Lesharani Jiwa, Nordiana Notsabedini. Head coach, Chokon Lee. Assistant coach, Amina Asari. Team manager, Zainon Mohammad Noor. Physiotherapist, Faiza Mohammad Jais. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your Team Malaysia. And now, it's time for me to introduce your Singapore Vanders. At goal shooter, Amandip Chahal. At goal attack, co-captain, To Kai Wei. At wing attack, Angelina Lim. At center, Rachel Ling. At wing defense, co-captain, Ko Sing Fang. At goal defense, Jamie Lim. At goalkeeper, Kay Mishalini. Their substitutes, Go Wei Ping, Lee Pei Shan, Reena Divya, Tan Yi Jie, Yu Shu Ning. Head coach, Tara Steele. Assistant coach, Dewi Zainal. Specialist coach, Jenny Brazil. Team manager, Lo Hui Yu. Physiotherapist, Ng Chun Tai. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your Singapore Vanders. And now our match officials, our umpires for today's match are Rachel Stebbings and Kwan Yi Tang, with reserve umpire Jordan Kiss. All eyes on center court.
And we are just moments away from the first whistle. Reena, so much on the line for this game. Of course, the winner will go through. We'll break that down for you in just a minute. But our umpires will collect the match ball and they will take it out for the first center pass in just moments in what is going to be a hotly contested match. The crowd are behind their Singapore vendors as the count is on. And we are underway. Malaysia with the first center pass, and they are off and running. Siti Masira, she is going to be crucial for Malaysia today. And there's the smile, there's the high five. They're happy with that start. Here come the vendors. Now, Rena, you're more familiar than I am with this rivalry. Tell me about it.
Across the causeway rivalry. I mean, it's been long said. Let's call it a friendly rivalry.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But we're going to see a lot of physicality in this game, a lot of challenges, which is, of course, very exciting for the spectators. And both teams are going to come and play with big, big hearts. So it's going to be an exciting match for sure.
And already we see Malaysia coming up with the ball. Oh, a little tumble, but they're able to retain possession. Looking long. Oh! Here comes the vendors. The contact call comes, though. We see Jamie out of play. Oh, but the
Great tip again.
Circle edge. Connecting. And the finish. All right, so if you are just tuning in to the Nations Cup, we are up to the final round. There has been plenty of fantastic netball as the penalties just being set on court. So at the end of the previous round, Kenya are on top, they're locked in, they're undefeated. But Singapore, they had 3 wins, 1 loss, with 6 points, sitting on second in the standings, followed very closely by Malaysia, 2 wins, 2 losses, 4 points. So what does that mean today? So if Singapore get the win, oh, beautiful balance there from Rachel on the circle edge. So if Singapore get the win, they're straight through to the grand final. If Malaysia get the win, they will go to 6 points. And in our previous round, we also saw Papua New Guinea get the win. They were on 4 points, so they'll also go to 6 points.
Right.
So what that means then is that will actually come back to a percentage because it would be a 3-way tie.
Right.
So a lot on the line for this game.
A lot is at stake, yes.
And Amandeep, cool, calm and collected under the post, but an uncharacteristic miss and Malaysia are off. Nearly 3 minutes into this first quarter and Singapore not to get a
wonderful
point on
intercept.
the board, but here comes Misha. She says, not on my watch.
She's been dubbed the Singapore surprise.
Absolutely. I heard this from last year and we'll need a lot of surprises from her today. Rallying.
Great intercept there by Kaiwei. Good reading of that bounce pass.
And Kaiwei, a big game player. We know that she will be important in today's match. Obstruction comes. Amandeep just needing a time though to put her shoe back on, just off screen at the moment. Kaiwei though, she's locked in, she's focused.
Yep.
She is a player that wants ball in hand. And Amandeep just making sure her shoe is set. It is important for our athletes to be safe. All right, we're back in it. We're back underway, and there we go, they're on the board. And the crowd, they're behind them. It is loud in here, Rena.
It is, it really is. The spectators' energy, you can feel it from where we're sitting right now.
Oh, and beautiful work there. But Singapore able to retain possession. Working the ball around, being patient. Oh, and Kaiwei, the pop to the ball. They'll have another attempt here, though. And Armandeep, she converts. The crowd are happy. And Malaysia with the center pass. Contact call, Rachel Lim out of play. Long shot, she'll get another attempt here. All right, Rena, we're gonna have a quick look at our goal shooters down each end. So for Malaysia, Siti Masira, she is sitting at 84% for the tournament, but it's also her volume that's really impressive. So she has scored 153 out of 183 goals for the tournament.
That is a high percentage. Very impressive.
Now for Singapore, we have Armandeep in that goal shooter position, shooting at 92%.
Amazing.
Amazing, incredible. Shooting 108 from 117. All right, the reason I bring this up, two prolific goal shooters. They're going to be so crucial to this game. Of course, many other players, but we're just starting here. Now, as a defender, former defender, what would you be doing to shutting these shooters down?
I think it's going to be a collective effort, not just in the circle, but with shooters that have such high shooting percentages. I think it's also important for the mid-court defenders to work extra hard to try and slow that ball down. I mean, it's all about ball placement into that circle. So if the middle channel, they can work really hard to prevent the ball going down on both ends, then it's going to be a little bit difficult.
Oh, and they heard you. They did. They're doing the work outside the circle. Listen in. Rena, our former Singapore netballer, she will have plenty of hot tips tonight as they put another on the board. Coach Tara Steele, known Coach Tara by the Singapore netball community. She's clapping. No doubt they will be coming in with a clear game plan. Let's see if they can execute tonight. And another one on the board. I feel like maybe a little bit of a slow start, but they've really settled in now, don't you think, Rena?
They have, absolutely. Like, it's a good pace and there's good composure from both sides.
All right, we're back underway. Malaysia with the center pass. Izazrin, beautiful drive through that center corridor. She's presenting front space. Oh,
good read.
That was beautiful from Jamie. Doesn't quite come up with the clean intercept. Here she is again, Siti Masira.
Nice long ball there.
We've talked about her accuracy. Misha going to have a big job tonight, but she's already demonstrated she's up for the challenge. Rachel through the middle finds Armandeep. A signature part of her game will be that middle drive.
That's right.
And she's setting the penalty. Steps in and sinks it. The crowd are happy. 7:30 on the clock. Singapore out by 2. Malaysia. An opportunity here. Oh, the tip. Oh, that was absolutely beautiful from Amisha. She did not give up. She is so quick down that end. Gets excellent ball into Siti Masira in particular. That connection is going to be so crucial to shut down. As we see Misha just out of play.
Will we be expecting a screen here? Oh, not quite.
Just
pop out.
Straight into the front position. Very efficient, the Malaysian netball style of game. I've really enjoyed watching them this Nations Cup.
And I think the last time they played in the Singapore hosted Nations Cup was 2022.
Yeah,
so
wow.
It's really nice to have them back again.
Absolutely. Welcome back. It has been a fantastic week of competition. And of course, both teams also preparing for the SEA Games in Thailand in December.
That's right, coming up really, really soon.
it will be no doubt an opportunity to have a look, prepare for that game as well. And we've had the first change of the night in that goal attack position. We see Azazran go to the bench and Noor Diana onto court. And they'll have another attempt here. And the finish with Singapore. Centre pass. Finding Angelina. Good patience on the pass, sighting the defenders. Cut and drive. The contact call comes. Kai Wei. Connects with Angelina. Amandeep just taking a second to get her feet set. Oh, and just
nice and easy.
turns and sinks it. And Malaysia with the centre pass. 5 to go. Still a 2-point difference. Siti Masara. And another one. She has been so impressive this tournament. And the contact call. We'll see the Vanders. Oh, beautiful angle there from Angelina. Highway, obstruction. Steps in. And the finish. She is such a determined player. Co-captain. Oh, that connection up the middle. Haisha finding a good ball. Oh, but Misha!
Lovely rebound.
Beautiful timing on her elevation. All right, Rena, we can see a little bit of an offline defense. We've seen this early in the week. Talk to me a bit about a zone. What are they doing, Malaysia, and what are they trying to achieve?
So with the zone, they're really trying to break down the attack, so it's not so clear where the space is for the attackers to run up. And the defenders will take a respective area. So it's a little bit more difficult, but you just got to do that long punch run through just to cut through the zone defense, which I'm sure Singapore is very capable of.
And no doubt both teams looking to implement different strategies at different points throughout the match, looking to change it up, give the opposition something to think about, swing momentum their way. It's going to be a great match. A bit over 3 to go. Ball in the hand of Team Malaysia. Patience progressing down court. Amisha. Oh, beautiful goal line drive from Diana. Can't quite finish. And so, as an average, we've seen Singapore shooting at 89.9% over the previous rounds for all shooters, and Malaysia 82.8. Very similar. Oh, Misha contorts her body to try and get the ball, but just comes up with the intercept. She would have liked the intercept. Comes up with the contact. Siti Masara, just seeing Rachel Stebbings, the umpire, setting the penalty, steps in and finish. 2 minutes to go. Rena, a lot of pressure on court. What does it take in these close games to stay composed?
I think just have to keep communicating with your teammates. Again, if a mistake is made, just keep pushing on. But both teams seem to be doing really well, very composed. There's a good pace and a good understanding between each other. So they just got to ride that good start that both teams have and just push through to the second quarter.
There are some beautiful connections on court, you're right. And they go back up at the center pass, progressing forward. No doubt feeding off the energy here at OCBC Arena. Oh, and the entry, the little step on and dish off to Amandeep. Highway, the flair, the finesse. That was beautiful.
Oh, the hands, great jump there.
Jamie with the intercept. Kaiwei to the ground, but you wouldn't notice. She's straight back up. Rachel fakes Goal line drive from Amandeep. The ball movement in attack at the moment. So crisp, so clean.
Yep.
And Highway, good control. Bounce pass. The crowd enjoy it.
The legs.
And another. And it'll be an important balance for them of continuing this energy building, but not getting too ahead of themselves.
That's
the
right.
flair is fun. It's
Yes.
paying off, but also important to recognize, and Malaysia answers with Siti Masara home alone under the post. So important to recognize when the momentum is shifting and going back to perhaps something you're confident and familiar with. And a little step in and finish. 10 seconds to go. Will Malaysia look for the point? Can Singapore hold them out? Misha, I think she did a good job there of controlling her body.
She did.
But we have both defenders out. Let's see if they can finish. And they do. A great finish from Malaysia. All right, Rena, we have a game on our hands. 14-11, as we said, a little slow out of the block for Singapore, but they came out firing, and once they'd settled in, Malaysia, they are behind by 3. What do you think we can expect from the second quarter?
I think both teams are going to keep the current positions. I don't think it will be good to change because they've already gotten a good momentum for the first quarter on
They've
both
settled
sides.
in.
They
Yep.
have. And both teams have done really well. It's a good start. They just got to keep their focus. And yeah, well, I'm sure we'll expect the defensive pressure to increase a little bit in the second quarter.
And early on, but have any players really stood out to you for either team?
I think both shooters. If you mentioned them first, both shooters. The composure, because we got some height in the circle on both ends. But they are unfair. You see double jumps, you see tips.
A rebound on screen just now.
That's right. But both shooters are unfazed. So if they can maintain that throughout the game, I think we're going to have a very, very close match.
Absolutely. So don't go too far because we'll have 15 more minutes of netball. We can promise you that this is a game you will not want to miss. Grand final position is on the line for both teams. They will be with their coaches in the break, looking at any little tweaks that they may need to make to go out into this next term. We'll be right back here at the 2025 Nations Cup. Welcome back to the second quarter. 14-11, the way of Singapore versus Malaysia. The final round game of the 2025 Nations Cup. Oh,
Lovely fake there.
Kaiwei.
Fancy start to the second quarter.
Hasn't it been? Reno, we've had a great first quarter. And the crowd has been absolutely loving what they're seeing out on court. Connection in has been beautiful. Swing ball. Siti Masai just sweeping across the circle. Misha giving her plenty of attention. They'll take the penalty. Looking in. Siti on a drive. Oh, and the beautiful connection into Nordayana. Oh,
Good hands there.
beautiful hands. Unable to keep possession, but that was great read on that rebound to leap out of court and flick it back in. Good patience from the Vanders. And again, we see that
Zone defense, that's right.
from Malaysia. But straight up the guts. Singapore using that middle corridor. Amandeep connecting out of the circle. Kaiwei turns. She's happy there.
Angelina is so dependable. When either of the shooters need her, she's right there holding that
Such a
center
reliable
edge,
player.
subtle edge, yes.
Oh, that was beautiful. She opted for second phase. Beautiful drive to circle edge. Unfortunately, they won't keep possession here. Footwork, I believe. And just setting the penalty. Umpire Rachel Stebbings just taking time to set the penalty correctly. It's very loud in here.
It is.
Beautiful face
there. I didn't think that was a short pass.
Yeah.
It's a tricky rule, that, the short pass.
Absolutely. Oh,
Great intercept there.
beautiful work from Shafaz. And Malaysia reset, fakes out Rachel, connection into Diana, a little kick in and out, she turns. Oh, and beautiful finish. As we see more members of the crowd supporting both teams. Oh, Amisha, the vision into Siti Masara and the trust as well.
Yes, and such accuracy off the ball.
Quick turn. Rachel.
Singapore really ramping up the pace here.
That was precision movement, precision passing. 17-13, 11 and a half to go. The way of Singapore. They've come out hungry tonight. Amisha, Diana, good sweep across the top of the circle. Oh, and the last two shots from her have been absolutely beautiful. Singapore with the center pass. Highway looks long. Angelina enjoying that area in the pocket. Gives and goes. Geez, it's hard to keep up with them, isn't it?
It is.
But this is where we spoke about that balance of finding their speed with composure as well. As Malaysia just send one over the goal line. And working through court. Swing ball, that's a risky pass, particularly with Ashwini nearby.
Very good read there.
Highway. Just bounces out. And they'll have the throw in. Oh, just stuck behind their players a little bit, but they're able to still progress it down. Oh, and it's just off the hands of Haisha. Singapore, another opportunity here. Highway, long connection. Oh, beautiful take from Rachel Ling. Amandeep on the goal line.
By the hands. A little bit bumpy on both sides.
Absolutely. It's a high-pressure game, a lot at stake. Beautiful little kick in and out. Oh, and an uncharacteristic miss. But just deemed to have stepped out of court on that rebound, so...
Malaysia get another goal.
Oh, must have been a footwork, apologies.
Oh.
So they'll... Wait. Can't shoot off that. I'm not... You know what? Not 100% sure what happened, but regardless, Malaysia able to slot one through. Oh, just a little contact call. Angelina. Few words there. Another contact. Rena, you knew this was going to be a hotly contested match, and we're certainly seeing that out on court.
It's going to get more and more as the game progresses, for sure.
And just how important is it for these players from both sides out on court when they have a knock, or if there's a missed call or a contact, or whatever might happen that throws them off a little bit, to just really get on with the job?
Yeah, because if you let your emotions get the better of you, it's really going to affect your play. And at the end of the day, if umpire is going to let it go, then you just got to ride with it and, just keep doing your best, standing your ground, maybe doing some roll-offs. I think we see Angelina and Rachel doing some roll-off the bodies as well, which can help, rather than put yourself in that position to just take that physicality body on.
And it could end up being a bit of a grind tonight. Both teams working overtime. Shafaz has a look. We'll see Rachel composed. Ball in hand, finds Kaiwei. Her timing of entry into the circle. Absolute strength. The crowd has not let up, and I suspect they won't for the next 37.5 minutes of netball still to come. And a breaking call comes. Again, so loud in here. Rachel just taking the time to ensure the penalty is set correctly. That pocket drive again from Angelina. Gee, she was quick on her release of pass and drive again.
She is.
Deep. And the finish. And Malaysia will have the center pass. Little bounce pass through court. Looks long. Oh, beautiful.
Great fake. Wonderful patience there.
That was beautiful. And the roll-off from Siti Masara. We knew she would be one that was important for Singapore to shut down. And also for Singapore, Deep. So impressive. As she sinks another. 22-16, just over 6 to go. If we just look down courtside, we can see Rena just putting on the goalkeeper patch.
That's right.
Perhaps some fresh legs being injected into the game. Oh, and Misha with the rebound.
That speed. They're just trying to catch the Malaysian defenders off guard, and it's paid off.
And the shooter to shooter. Yeah, both happy to shoot. Both comfortable under the post. Let's see what they can do here. Oh, the power on Angelina's movements. The dodge forward to draw the defender and pop back into space.
And to do that for the entire game, 4 quarters, adds a lot of stamina.
She's certainly comfortable on this side of the court. I wonder if Malaysian goalkeeper Shazleen might start to have a look at some of those pocket intercepts.
Hunt a little bit,
yeah. I'm sure that's what you'd be doing, Rena, if you were in the keeper position.
Gotta try. But those don't come by easy, especially at this high-level game.
You have to take your moments when you can get them. And as we see, Misha, who had a great start, go to the bench. We'll see what magic Rena can bring out there, though. She's had an excellent tournament. And Siti Masara, so strong, under the post. Kaiwei, strong take. And of course we have Adalia Jasmine enter into the game in wing defense. A common rotation for them and one that works well. And another one for Singapore, 4.5 to go. So they just start to creep this margin out wider.
They are.
What do we need to perhaps see from Team Malaysia to start to reduce this margin?
I mean, honestly, I don't think they're playing that badly. Maybe they've made a few unforced errors, so got to just tighten that up a bit. But if you ask me, actually, looking at the margin, I'm quite surprised at that. So they just got to continue keeping their composure. maybe they're going to switch something up in the circle because Amandeep and Kaiwei have got a very, very nice rhythm now. So if they're going to swap a defender out just to, as you say, gives the Singapore shooters something to think about.
Absolutely. As we just saw off screen, our two defenders from Malaysia, Ashwini and Shazleen, were just having a little conversation as the camera panned away. So certainly they're looking to make some adjustments. And Rena, as you said, they absolutely have a rhythm. Amandeep and Kaiwei.
It's hard to penetrate through that, you know.
And Singapore, another opportunity here. Great take from Rachel. Reset ball. Oh, into the beautiful feed in Kaiwei into the backspace.
Wonderful placement.
10 the difference. 3 to go. Malaysia just working the ball around through the centre third, showing lots of patience.
Good tip there by Angelina.
And we see Zazrin into the goal shooter position. Malaysia just trying something different. And so impressive to have Siti Masara go to the bench in this second quarter. As we see ETA into the centre position. Lots of energy she will bring out on court. Oh,
wonderful intercept there by Ashwini.
That was beautifully read. Kaiwei says not today as she attempts for an intercept through the middle, but Malaysia, they're off and running. High ball, beautiful take under pressure. Diana, little flick, shooter to shooter pass. And just unable to finish in this instance. Rena so strong on rebound. Kaiwei just bounces off her hands, but she's able to regain possession. Contact call, little dish off. Composure and finish. Minute and a half to go. As we see a wall defense being utilized by Singapore. Shifting into... Oh! I see what they were doing. I liked it. Just didn't quite come off.
Just a little bit too much.
And Singapore working the ball through court. Jamie. Kaiwei connecting up the middle. ETA. Gives and goes. Resets, just giving the shooters a little bit more time to work their movements in the circle. Angelina finds circle edge. And beautiful feed, just floats it over the goal line. And they'll have another opportunity here. 30 seconds to go. They'll want to add one more onto their tally. Oh, but Malaysia, they're flying down court.
Yeah.
Oh, and another big pass in. 20 seconds to go. And Singapore showing some composure. They're not under pressure. They'll still want to score here. Angelina sends it in. She has awareness for the clock, but not to be. Another fantastic quarter of netball. And 31-18 is the score. Quite a convincing quarter from Singapore. Rena, what are you seeing out there in this second quarter?
Malaysia didn't keep the same intensity that they did in the first quarter. Some sprouts of good play and aggression, but not as strong as the first quarter. So I think maybe in the third quarter we're going to see some switch-ups just to bring in some fresh legs also. I'm fully aware that they've been playing netball for the last few days now. Maybe tiredness is also starting to set in. On top of that, Singapore has really gained a very good momentum. So Malaysia is going to have to bring something new into the third quarter.
And certainly we've seen a few changes. So CT Masara has gone to the bench, and we've seen Izazran taking in that goal shooter position, perhaps still trying to feed the same way they would CT Masara. So I think for Malaysia, just working to circle edge is going to be crucial for them going into this third quarter.
Yeah, a bit of a safer option, playing a little bit closer.
Yeah, but they are certainly winning ball in defense.
They are.
They're having an outstanding game down there, but tough coming up against the connections that we're seeing in Amandeep and Kaiway. As we look at a few highlights, here they are now. Amandeep just so comfortable turning and shooting again. And the connection from their midcourts, Rachel, Angelina, and now ETA, has been fantastic. Don't go too far because there is still 30 more minutes of netball here to go. And again, grand final, the second team in to take on Kenya. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back. We have 30 more minutes of netball. We are at the last round game of the 2025 Nations Cup. The winning team, Rena, beautiful attempt. The winning team here will go on to face Kenya in tomorrow's grand final. Beautiful hands there, quick pass, and just unable to finish.
Big jump there by Rena.
And they'll take the penalty here. And we see CT Masara back into that goal shooter position. And an immediate impact. Swing ball, ETA finding depth. Oh, and the timing on that open to the ball.
Impeccable timing.
Impeccable. We love it up here. The crowd loves it as well. 32-19. Oh, great space awareness. Shooter to shooter. And Malaysia, another point on the board. And
Bit of a slip there.
little slip. ETA, quick release. Beautiful work. As we see Highway move into wing attack. And go away ping into the goal attack roll. The crowd have not let up at all this match. Circle edge. Oh, and beautiful release. That shooter-shooter connection will be important for the second half for Team Malaysia. Pocket. Good balance. Wei Ping turns. Doesn't quite land that one. A little flick on the follow through. And she'll have another attempt here. And is able to finish. Oh, and loose ball. It will be the way of Malaysia.
Oh, good tip there by Kaiway. Now it's going to go bombing down.
Deep on the goal line.
Malaysia is going to need quite a few turnarounds at this point and really, really reward themselves for their center passes. No mistakes at this point.
Yeah, they're going to need to convert off center passes, off turnovers when they are able to win the ball. So we see Ashwini moving from goal defense into goalkeeper as Malaysia progressing. Oh! Beautiful from co-captain Ting Feng. Comes up with the ball and unable to convert. Malaysia will have the throw-in. And they progress the ball down the outside channel. Amisha connects in. Oh, can't quite keep it in. Oh. Rena with the throw-in, finds Jamie. Stepping on, highway balances, ETA, looks in, Amandeep, oh! Can't quite gather that one in. And Malaysia, we are just over 10. Oh, Highway coming up with the ball.
Malaysia looking a little loose right now. I think they just need to tighten it up a little bit.
And with a few changes in their defensive end, they'll be looking to settle in quickly as we see Shazleen entering the game into goal defense. Shafaz comes back on into wing defense. And of course we have Leisharani through the middle, connecting beautifully with Amisha. If these fresh legs can have an impact in the game, they'll want to make a run now. Malaysia will not want to leave it too late as they try to pull this margin back in. Obstruction. Shooter pass. That is a great connection between them.
That's right. Nice tip to herself also.
And look, as a defender, how do you start to break down that shooter pass?
I think you got to do some fakes, maybe block one side of the pass so that you would know that the shooter is going to come on one side when the pole is on the other. Maybe moving the hands a little bit, but you got to catch that timing, which can be quite tricky sometimes.
And we can see the last 10 goals on the screen. A little bit of a run there. 37-22, just under 9 to go. Malaysia with the penalty pass here. Quick feet from Diana. She turns. Pump fake.
Great shot.
Able to finish. ETA through the middle. Goes back. Ting Feng, so steady, so consistent for the Singapore Vanders. She just goes about her business every game, applying pressure. And Amisha has been so effective for Malaysia. So Ting Feng doing a mountain of work on her to try to shut down that connection tonight. Another one on the board. Beautiful take and court awareness from Diana. A little bit of hesitancy from Rena to have a look at that hunt. Still just working. Siti Masara protecting the post. Just setting the penalty there. Anisha lining top of circle. Unable to have her feet planted back on court before recapturing the ball. Amandeep, little step in. Just under 7. Singapore have really shown this home crowd that they want to be there in the grand final tomorrow. And Rena, what do these athletes then need to do to turn around from 5-round games to then prep for finals?
Oh, wow. They've got to... I mean, honestly, as an athlete, it's common to kind of sit and think about all of the previous 5 games, but they just have to start it from zero, focus on what their game plan is going to be for tomorrow, and what they have to do, visualizing whatever exercises they need to do, and just have their eye on the prize.
And that execution of the game plan is so important, as we see Xu Ning enter the court into that goal defense position, and of course Pei Shan into goal shooter, injecting some more fresh legs into this game. We've spoken a lot here in commentary about the importance of depth in your team in these week-long competitions rather than week to week. And Malaysia with the center pass.
Oh, good read there by Rena.
That was beautifully done. ETA, the fake. Obstruction call. And the finish. I have Wei Ping shooting at 95% for the tournament.
Very impressive also.
Oh, I love that she saw it. Just trying to catch the defender's head when they were down. And shooter-to-shooter connection from the throw-in.
First shot of the quarter by Pei Shan.
She'll be happy to get that one on the board. Diana into the pocket. The offensive contact call comes. I was about to say Siti Masari doing a good job to protect the pocket and her teammate by keeping Rena on the inside, but a little bit too much protection, and the contact comes as Pei Shan turns to post. She'll have another go here. And finishes. 44-24, 4 to go. That long connection in is working. And oh, beautiful.
Too easy.
Too easy. Well done, Kai Wei. That was such a smart pass straight in. As we say, the last 5 go the way of Singapore. Malaysia, they'll look to answer here. Go back. Siti Masara up the middle. Oh,
great challenge there by Ting Fang.
And the throw in as Xu Ning looks to disrupt Malaysia's flow here. The pressure is mounting. Siti Masara though, and can't quite drop that in. Singapore will have the throw in. Just under 3 to go. Down the outside channel. Oh, and they look long, and beautiful entry. Composure on the turn and shot. Beautiful finish. And we see Rachel moving into that wing attack role. We saw this the other day. And Pei Shan from range. Malaysia will have the throw in. And if you are into your stats, the quarter breakdown, 14-11 Singapore way for the first quarter, followed by a 17-7 and now a 15-6. So close to start, and Singapore have done a good job to just keep pushing out each quarter. Yeah. What's worked well for them, Rena?
Singapore have just kept their game short and sharp, and as opposed to the Malaysians that are just playing far too long, they're just trying to force the ball down too long, so that's caused a lot of errors, a lot of missed passes, missed catches. So hopefully in the fourth quarter they tighten that up a bit, keep the game a little bit shorter.
Singapore certainly working their short shafts. ETA puts on a burst of speed to find circle edge. The obstruction call. And wiping the little pass off. Shooter to shooter. Patient. And Diana to Amisha. Connection into CT Masara. And the finish.
That was much better, that center pass and the connection.
Good, efficient use of their movements. Rachel. Resets. Oh, beautiful drive. The give and go working so well for the Vanders. And another finish.
Good spatial awareness there by Wei Ping. She saw that space right by the baseline.
She just took it. Leisha Rani. Give and go on to circle edge. Oh, the quick release. Diana.
Split-second timing.
She has excellent on-court awareness of where her teammates are. Just a little misconnection in. But Ashwini doing a really good job to confuse the space against Peishan.
That's right.
And this shot will take us to the end of the quarter. They're able to finish 49-28 with an 18-10 quarter. As we said, close to start, but the Singapore Vanders have pushed ahead here in the second and third quarters. Do you think we're going to expect any changes going into this fourth term?
I think from Malaysia's side we will. Maybe they just need to switch up in momentum and again fresh legs for this final quarter. I mean, Singapore have a very comfortable 21-goal lead, so Malaysia's going to really have to amp up the speed, like I said, tighten up the game, which is going to require a lot of runs, a lot of stamina and a lot of speed.
And we certainly know that Singapore won't be taking their foot off the pedal. If they can continue this win and make it through to the grand final tomorrow, they'll be up against Kenya. And we know that Kenya, undefeated, have been looking strong. We would then see a grand final rematch, Singapore versus Kenya, as you were at last year commentating.
Yes, very exciting.
We would need to see a 60-minute performance from the Vanders. How do you think they're going with their consistency in the game today?
Today they've shown a far better consistency than the Kenyan game that was on Tuesday, if I'm not wrong. Today it's been consistent throughout all three quarters, and I'm sure in the fourth quarter they're going to maintain that as well. That, again, we always say that balance between composure and that speed and finesse. So Singapore have been doing really well on that front.
I agree. And certainly more netball to come. We'll have 15 minutes. Don't go away. Here we are back on the game. In the breaks, we have been having a look-alike up on the big screen. The crowd engagement has been fantastic. 49-28. And unable to finish, but they'll have another attempt here. They find the pocket. Oh, and the quick hands to keep ball in play, but Singapore
surprise strikes again.
They have been all over any loose balls. Peishan finishes. So we see Misha into the little contact there. They set the penalty, and Misha back into the goalkeeper position. Great start to the game. And Malaysia with the centre pass. Long connection, reset ball. Wei Ping looking to get involved. Circle edge. Reset. And beautiful finish.
Nice pop out there to the feeder.
The contact call comes.
Malaysia have kind of let go on that zone defense, which was working in the first quarter, so I really like to see them pull it up again in this fourth quarter.
And we see Jamie back in keeper having a look at the hunt. Misha out in goal defense. They're connecting well. Start this final quarter. Oh, big take from Wei Ping. Beautiful timing. Peishan.
Oh, wonderful read there.
Ashwini just getting up. Beautiful elevation. Oh, the little round the post pass. There's that flair they have been showing all game. And the finish. And back up. Finding the pocket and connecting into Peishan. Shooting, doing a mountain of work in wing defense. Oh, little friendly fire, straight back up.
Great hands. Jamie with those arms.
Beautiful defensive unit work.
Good screen there by Peishan for Wei Ping to convert that goal.
A little knock. They'll set the penalty. And a new shooting circle for Malaysia. Zazaran into goal shooter. Fawiza into the goal attack role. We see Aisha back through the centre. Singapore coming up with the ball again. Leisharani swapping into wing defence. And Adalia Jasmine shifts over to goal defence. Rena, you called it. I think you were looking for some, some changes.
Yes.
What are you hoping to see from this new combination for Malaysia?
Yeah, like I mentioned, maybe back to the zone defense a bit, but more in the circle as well, because we know that Peishan doesn't shoot from far range. So I'd like to see the circle defenders try and fight for that space when the center pass is taken, to push her high a little bit, and maybe that will shake things up in the circle a little bit more, rather than letting her hold that backspace right by the pole, which is her sweet spot.
And we see Malaysia working the ball. They find Izazaran. Oh, beautiful finish. As the ball goes loose. We're just over 10 minutes. And beautiful finish there. And Singapore. Great take from Rachel Ling. Wei Ping kicks in, drives again. Little shuffle footwork to get in closer to the post, and her shot is beautiful. She's been on fire.
Really has.
And a breaking call, just a little disconnect there as Malaysia takes the center pass. Singapore looking long.
Good spot there, Weeping right by the baseline.
The crowd are happy. Rachel, the trust to just send the ball long.
Absolutely.
But Malaysia, they'll come up with the ball. Strong hands over here from Singapore. Just delaying Malaysia's play down court. Working to circle edge. And the goal line drive. Just unable to finish there. Opportunity perhaps to kick in and out or use that shooter-to-shooter pass.
Yeah.
ETA, Misha. Connecting down court. Rachel, well-timed drive to pop through the middle and connect straight into Patient. Her confidence right now to just release the ball, trust her teammates.
She's holding that space near the goalpost very, very well.
Malaysia with the ball.
Great take there.
And Singapore with the center pass. We have Shazleen back into that goal defense role. Wei Ping, beautiful circle entry and another finish. So halftime shooting stats, 88.6 for Singapore and 72 for Malaysia. The swing ball across the circle. And Misha will be out of play. Beautiful shooter-to-shooter, little bounce pass give.
Perfect height.
And that's, I think, that shooter-to-shooter ball that has been working so well for Malaysia. Rachel, backspace. And triangle on top of the circle. Now, Rena, speaking of triangles, there's been some discussion of this shape in the Vanders team camp. I'd be really curious to hear from them if it was an isosceles or isometric triangle that they're using out on court, but regardless of what shape, it has been a great triangle.
I mean, if I go back to my secondary school math, I'm going to say isosceles, just the way the semicircle is shaped, but please do not quote me on that.
No, you're right then. I'm sure if the Singapore gals watch this back, they'll, and off the post. That Singapore energy to just get onto every loose ball has been so impressive and crucial for them tonight.
They've really capitalized on these kind of loose balls and missed passes on Malaysia's side.
5 to go, 61-34. The way of Singapore. They have certainly come out and demanded a spot in that grand final match tomorrow. And a tactical change. Just making sure the bib is on the right way. Oh, beautiful backdoor center pass. They've practiced that before. ETA connects. Great patience. Strong give and go to circle edge. And another beautiful finish. 4 to go. As just behind the Vanders bench, we see Jenny Brazel from the Sunshine Coast Lightning working with some local coaches. She's, of course, here with Team Singapore, working with head coach Tara Steele, who will no doubt be very happy with the performance her side has put out tonight. But I suspect she'll ask them to find another level tomorrow. ETA, give and go. The fake finds Rachel on top. Sometimes that drawing drive equally as important. Kay Shan under the post. 3.5. The wall set up again. And the turn and shoot.
Great play there.
She has been good in that goal attack role since coming on. Rachel, give and go, turns and gives.
Like you said, the trust and the dependability to just swing that pass in.
And just, you know, still continuing with the momentum that they continue to build and draw in their way. Oh, shooting. That was beautifully read. And again, doesn't quite connect this time, but patient.
She keeps it in.
Keeps it in. We love it up here, Rena.
We do. Such excitement again.
All right, no, this is where they need to find the composure, though. We love the flair, and they do. They settle in.
But not too many at one go.
Recognizing they just need to take a breath before shot. 2 to go. And of course we have Najiha into that wing attack role for Malaysia. Under 2, the crowd are happy. They can feel the result. Malaysia.
Oh, good read there by Jamie. Great timing.
Malaysia, though, playing the full 60 minutes. They will not give up until that final whistle blows. Beautiful angles and connection into Izazrin. Their job's not done, though. They will be suiting up tomorrow for the 3-4 final, which you'll, of course, be joining me for.
I will. Looking forward to it.
Plenty more netball tomorrow. And Paishan with the rebound. The crowd. They can feel that final whistle nearly here.
This is a preview of what's going to come tomorrow at the finals.
Absolutely. Contact call. 30 seconds. Misha has a look. Oh, that was a beautiful feed in from Fawiza. Great recognition that the defenders had just went out on a intercept and left Izazrin alone. 15 seconds. Paishan under the post. Five to go. Malaysia, they'll look to score, but they are beaten by the buzzer. The crowd on their feet. 68-39 to the Singapore Vanders. Rena, what a match.
That was really good to watch, and I mean, very proud of the Singapore Vandals, but hats off to Malaysia as well. They played all the way till the final whistle, so that really, really shows heart as well. And knowing the Malaysians, they always play that way.
It's been so impressive across the whole tournament, seeing 60 minutes of netball played, and there's lots of hugs out on court. The crowd, they are behind their Vandals. They know what this game means. A chance at glory tomorrow, coming up against the undefeated Kenya team. 68-39. All right, Rena, here's your warning. I will very shortly ask you about your unofficial, very, very unofficial MVP for the match. Of course, there will be a tournament MVP named tomorrow after the game, after the grand final match. So start thinking, but first, let's just talk about the Vandals. How impressive were they today?
Really, really good. So composed, stuck to their game plan. Even when there was a switch in combinations, that momentum did not dip, and that's really important at not just this level of competition, but also at this stage of the competition where we're so close to the end and plenty of games have been played already. So really, really impressive, and you know, they will need to show this performance again tomorrow against the Kenyans.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. That adjustment to each new combination was just so seamless, so impressive. And conversely, Malaysia, not the result they would have wanted, but still some really brilliant patches out there. What do they need to do now tonight to regroup and come back tomorrow ready for that 3-4 final?
I think they started to play too long and again to force the ball down too quickly, maybe trying to catch up some time, especially when the goal difference was widening. But if that's not their usual style of play, because that's when the miscatches and mispasses started to happen, just again stick to their short and sharp play. Quite similar to Singapore's play as well.
Absolutely. And we'll just head down courtside now as we have the opportunity to hear from an athlete from each team. And we will start with Team Malaysia in just a moment. Oh, and there's that beautiful feed into Peishan that we've seen all week. She has come on fire tonight, and let's head courtside.
Courtside with Team Malaysia. Amisha, how are you feeling after that match? It was a tough fight.
Yes, it's a tough fight, and we're feeling good, and more extra work to do in the next match.
I know there's extra work to do in the next match, but going up against Singapore, everybody's cheering for them. How difficult is that for you?
Not so difficult, because we enjoy with the cheers, and we used to it.
Maybe next time we call the whole of Team Malaysia for this interview. That would be wonderful. Final question to you. Tomorrow, 12 noon, Papua New Guinea, 3rd, 4th place. How much do you want to win 3rd place in this competition?
So much want to win. Yeah, I believe in my girls and my teammates. We want to win in the next match.
All the best for tomorrow. I just need you to sign the match ball for me. And then sign the camera for me, please. Thank you, Misha. We'll see you tomorrow. Recover well. All the best. Zial Roshan coming to you courtside with one of the Singapore Vandals, Jamie. Jamie, good to be here with you. Firstly, congratulations on that win. How good does it feel?
It was brilliant. Like getting that score margin out here at home against Malaysia, it's always special to our heart.
Yeah, you talk about the score margin. It was a commanding win against Malaysia. Was that what you and your teammates wanted to do coming onto court today?
Yeah, of course. Every game we play, we want the score margin to be big. So today we just came out with confidence. We trust each other on court, and yeah, that's how we got the win.
There was plenty at stake because going into this match, we didn't know if the Vanders will be in the final. Here you are booking your place in the final against Kenya. How big a challenge is that going to be?
Oh, we know Kenya is always hard to play. African countries are fast, they are long, they are big. But we know that we are stronger. We can go back out stronger tomorrow, and we'll win them tomorrow. Yep.
What's the plan from now till tomorrow? Recovery, pool time, analysis. What's going to go on with you and the Vanders?
The priority will definitely be recovery. We got a short turnaround, so we'll definitely go back early, have a good talk with each other, and then go to sleep.
Jamie, we can't wait to see you and the Vanders in action tomorrow. Please help me sign that match ball. And then if you could just sign the camera for me. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Jamie from the Singapore Vanders. Because she's coming with gifts. Here comes the match ball. Make some noise for your Singapore Vanders.
And just take a look at that crowd, Rena. They have been so supportive from the first whistle to the last. Such loyal fans, and we're going to see a lot more of them tomorrow, I'm sure. So I'm really, really excited to see the energy in this OCBC Arena. So a wrap-up for the day. Papua New Guinea, too strong for Singapore A. We saw Kenya get the win over Isle of Man. And of course, finishing up with the Singapore Vanders taking home the win today against Malaysia in the final round of the tournament. That will see them through to the grand final tomorrow. And of course, plenty more netball. We have 3 more games to go. It's going to be really exciting. You won't want to miss it. Timing is a little bit different. At 10 a.m., we have Singapore A taking on Isle of Man. 12 p.m., all local time Singapore. Papua New Guinea will take on Malaysia. And of course, the big match, 2 p.m., Kenya versus Singapore in what is a grand final rematch from 2024. You will not want to miss it. So if you're local, get on down to OCBC Arena. Otherwise, we will catch you on the live stream tomorrow. Tamara and Rena, we're signing out. It's been great.
Place. I beg your pardon, not same time, but same place. We start action early tomorrow, so be sure to join us. And of course, Steph Fretwell right now is meeting everyone in the atrium. Netballing royalty gracing the Nations Cup. Be sure to have a chance to grab a selfie or autographs with her. And for those of you hanging around to get a piece of the Vanders, just a small reminder that they've got a small matter of a final to play tomorrow.